Anyway, T.I. was on a podcast called Ladies Like Us. And they got on the topic of parenting, and then it turned into a conversation about the sex talk. And that's when T.I. started talking about his 18-year-old daughter, who just started her first year of college, and admitted that he takes his daughter to the gynecologist every year to see if her hymen is in check. He legitimately said this on a podcast. Admitted this. Hold on, let me wait for this ad to go through. And then we're going to skip it, and then we're going to play this little clip.
We had the conversation. We have yearly trips to the gynecologist to check her hymen.
Oh, you okay? I'm done with you right now.
So,
do you go with her? She's a prisoner.
Yes, I go with her.
Somebody check on Deja.
I go with her.
She's a prisoner.
So let me tell you, right? So this is one time we go. I think this might have been after her 16th birthday, and this is what we do. Like, right after the birthday, we celebrate.
And, we go and check her hymen after.
And then,
what the fuck?
Usually like the day after the party, she's enjoying her gifts. I put a sticky note on the door. God knows.
It's weird. Like, it seems like the hosts, like, almost think it's a joke. Like, he's obviously being genuine. Like, that's what he actually does. But they're kind of just... And, I mean, I can't really blame them. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand this about the whole situation of this. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, well, I would have just kicked him off the podcast. I would have kicked... I would have stopped him and be like, well, what is wrong with you? And I would have kicked him off the podcast right there. But it's like... there's probably a whole team of people in there. It probably was a whole process to even get T.I. on their podcast. And they got this moment, they're in the moment with this huge superstar right in front of them. First time ever having T.I. on the podcast. It's like, what do you... You're gonna, like, say something to him, to his face, while the superstars are in front of you? Do you think he even cares what you have to say about him? He'll probably just walk out himself. You know what I mean? Like, I understand, they probably shouldn't have been just laughing about it and kind of, I don't...
Tomorrow, 9:30.
Oh, this is great.
And so look, right?
I don't know. It's kind of weird because it definitely seems like they're laughing at him, but trying to make it seem like they're laughing with him at the same time.
Go, you know what I mean? We'll go and we'll sit down, and then the doctor will come and talk. And the doctor's maintaining a high level of professionalism. It's like,
but anyway, there's another ad coming up, of course. But anyway, that's if you want to know my opinion of it, obviously it's completely wrong. You have she's 18. If anything, even if you were to try to argue that this is okay, she's 18 now. She is officially an adult. She can vote. She's an adult. She's her own person. You literally have no right knowing that information. And what's really sad is I saw on Twitter, I don't have any screenshots of this, but I saw on Twitter that his daughter was like retweeting stuff that people were like, dude, people were hating on T.I. basically. And being like, this is weird. What is wrong with you? That's her business. And she was retweeting that kind of stuff. So I'm sure there's some kind of update on this that I'm not aware of. Because again, I made these slides like last week. I don't know if T.I. has said anything about it since. But yeah, he literally takes his daughter to the gynecologist, and obviously the daughter has to sign a waiver, but like, dude, you got up in the morning and wrote a note on her door and said, hey, 9:30 we're going. You don't even give her a chance to say no, because her only chance to say no is when you're already there. You know what I mean? What's she gonna try to say no then? What's gonna happen? How are you gonna react? So I do think that that's really wrong. But I want to know, I have a question. What's your opinion on bad news coming out about a famous person, and how should you handle it? Because I know so many people that would be like, oh, well, you know, if he does that, I can't support him anymore. I can't listen to his music anymore. But it's like, I always think of the scenario, what if there was a famous artist, not music artist, but like a painter, like a famous painter, and you had, you know, all his paintings all around your house. And one day, I mean, you've always loved him. You've always loved his work. And one day it comes out that he was like a fucking like child rapist or something. Would you take all those paintings down and act like you don't like his artwork anymore? You know what I mean? Would you stop buying his artwork and you know, try to fake as if you don't like his art? You know what I'm getting at? And in this specific scenario with T.I., I mean, I love T.I. He's an incredible rapper. I don't at all agree with what he does with his daughter. I think that's completely wrong. I think it's invasive. I think it's weird. I think it's almost pedophilic. It's not right. But if he put out a new album tomorrow, I'm gonna listen to it. You know what I mean? Is that wrong of me? Should I no longer support him? What do you guys think? But not, I don't mean just about this specific situation. I mean, like, what is the line that has to be crossed for you to be like, you know what? I can't support this person anymore. If there is a line, there may not be a line. For me, I don't think there is a line. If you know what I mean, like their art, their work is separate. Their artist personality is separate from their real life and their real personality. It's two separate things. And I know a lot of people are going to hate on me for that, because they're like, well, you're still supporting them. You're still directly giving them money by listening to their music. You are the reason they're still famous and making a living. But I'm sorry. I still like it. I still like his rapping. It's not gonna change that's not gonna change my opinion of that fact.